I guess yes and no. I think you understand the emotion. Also, I do understand there's a fair few Indians in that crowd, Indian supporters in that crowd at the end there. I think the context was that it was an unbelievable test match. From day two, we've been behind the game. And I don't think many people gave us a chance to be in this position. And I think through us as a team, a real mental strength, an ability to handle pressure, and an ability to understand what needs to be done. And then I think we saw two of the greatest test innings that have been played over the last recent history. So I think we need to appreciate the effort, and I hope people, through the emotion of wanting more always, can see and respect the efforts that the team has certainly put in. I don't think it certainly was that. I think we were on target. Even at lunch today, I don't think we even believed that we would get as close as we did. I mean, we was just playing. That was our chat this morning, is to make sure that we can build a partnership. We knew to save the game we were going to have a session without really losing wickets, and we got that after lunch. And I think we played it beautifully. Obviously, Faf getting run out at the end created unfortunate situation. And ultimately the guys out in the middle made a decision that they thought was in the best interest of the team. With Mornay, on his struggling to stand really, and no ability to run between the wickets, and also Imi, is a I think he would probably say himself is a not too sure what you're going to get from Imi. I think we as a team have to support the decision that Dale and Vernon made in the middle, and that's with 2 overs to go, with one test match to play in a series, an opportunity to go and win a series in Durban. We have to 100% commit and believe in the decision that Dale and Vernon made. I think the message was to set it up for the last over, and then there were a couple of maidens that were bowled, which made it difficult. I think ultimately we need to give Vernon the opportunity to win us the game. I think he was the guy that probably would have done that. But that never happened. I think in that stage you can't send out messages in between overs. That's not allowed. So ultimately I think the strength of this team is that there's good decision makers. Each guy is mature, made good decisions over the last period of time, won cricket games for South Africa. So I think that's how we've got to number one in the world, is in trusting each other and trusting our decision making. And as I say, I think certainly that they were ahead of the game, and I think that they would be very disappointed they didn't win it. I think there's certainly a huge amount in that wicket that they had to work with to win a test match. And just knowing the mental drain that it is to play from behind from day two. I think day two was an extremely difficult day to bat. And once we were behind, it was always going to be difficult to make a play. And I think credit to the guys in the ability that we had, the mental strength, and the ability to find a way to get something out of this test match. I think we've done extremely well. Yeah, I'd be surprised if MS didn't feel that his bowlers should have won that game for them. I would certainly, as a captain, 450, 460 on the board, 132 overs, you've got to believe on this surface that you've got a bowling attack that can do the job. And I think, we credit to our guys in the way that we've played. But 132 overs with a short turnaround to the next test match, there is a few things that they probably are thinking about. Yeah, I mean, I certainly didn't have 4 slips and a short leg and a gully. I mean, so we can throw the thing back at you if you want. But yeah, I think certainly, they didn't play like a team that were wanting to win the game. So I think in the end, probably a fair result for both teams. I know there's probably a lot of emotion around public sentiment, and naturally so. But as a team, I think we're in a strong position going into Durban and an opportunity to win the series. Yeah, look, I think before the last 2 overs, people would have been comparing this to Adelaide. And the knocks certainly that AB and Faf played and everyone else had contributed, I think people would have been saying what an incredible effort. And I think we mustn't lose sight of that in the emotion. I think that the test match has been an incredible one for both teams. I think India, Virat Kohli, Pujara, have played extremely well. Their bowlers bowled well in their first innings, and we fought hard and were able to show enough skill to get something out of this game. I think the fact that everyone's talking about Test cricket, the fact that everyone's talking about this game, I think is wonderful for the game of cricket. and wonderful for Test cricket. So I think it will certainly go down as one of the great games that people will talk about in the future. Moras is trying hard. He's doing everything possible. I think Jacko said around 20%, which Morna I think believes is about 80%. But I think at the best of times he struggles to control those legs. So we've got to just make the right decisions going into the Test match. Obviously, give him the most chance and possibility to be ready. I think we certainly missed him on this type of surface in our second innings. But yeah, let's hold thumbs, but I don't think the prognosis is great.